the state of the Lakers. The Lakers have extended Vanderbilt for the next 4 years, and they've given him $48 million. What to expect from this deal? I'm going to be kind of a burden of bad news for my fellow Laker fans, but I truly do see Vando's deal as a moving parts deal. When I say moving parts deal, that means that you're a great player. You're a great asset for our team. But at the same time, we value you in a way to where we can use you as a trade piece for possibly an upgrade of the same player that you are. The Lakers have set their team up every single year with LeBron James, except for the first year with LeBron, because those guys were homegrown, built, all that good stuff. They've always set these rosters up for guys who are moving parts. And that's because if LeBron's not winning, then we're going to have to move guys. And we have to put together the right type of packages to get the upgrades of those players that we're trying to get. So I'm putting Vando on that list. I'm putting Gabe Vincent on that list. And I hate to break it to everybody who loves him to death. And I know he had a great time in the Olympics and everything like that. Austin Reeves. Yeah. Rule. Yeah. Yeah, they're on that list. D'Angelo Russell, it's like 5 guys right now that are moving parts, just like the other 5 guys that were moving parts last year as well, too, that all got moved. So you have to understand the only 2 players on the Lakers team that are safe from being moved are AD and LeBron. And if they have to move anybody out those 2, they'll probably have to move AD because LeBron is your communal figure. He's your star. He's the end all be all. You know what I mean? So that's what he is at this point. But hopefully this is going to be his last season. I know a lot of people are like, nah, he got so much more time left. I truly do think that with him motioning for the Olympics, things like that, that he wants to retire at the end of this season, go play in the Olympics, go get a gold medal, call it a career. And that would be the greatest way for him to go out because he would be winning his country a gold medal. But let me stick to the topic at hand. Vando's deal is very significant because it shows that they're very into keeping I'm sorry, Vando a part of the Lakers. Vando to me is like a bigger version of having Rondo. Rondo was a great defensive asset to the team, but he wasn't the best offensive player. Same thing goes for Vando. Vando is a very good defensive player, great defensive player, and he's one of the best in the league. But he's one of the more below average offensive players in the league from what we saw. You know, he's gonna have some nights where he'll score some points. That's everybody in the league. But there were too many nights where it was just, what are you doing? You know, like literally, you just out here on the court. And I think if you're paying him this amount of money, what you did was you extended him. When you do the math on 4 years, $48 million, that's $12 million a year. He needs to play like a $12 million player. Guys really treat being a $12 million player nowadays like being a $1.2 million player or 120,000 K player. And they need to be better because you're getting paid a lot of money to be a certain type of player and you're not playing up to that standard. But we do understand the inflation of the NBA nowadays as well too. But that's something that shouldn't be excused because now they're cutting the money down. It's that simple. That's when you have different labor agreements and different labor moves and things like that. And they're saying that the owners are getting the advantages in the last 2 or 3 that they have had. You've noticed that they keep cutting down on the bottom guys' money, but they keep upping up the upper guys' money because they know when they have those contracts in place, those contracts are moving parts as well too. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. It's great that they committed themselves to Vando, and Vando has committed himself to the Lakers. And this looks like it's going to be something that's going to help the Lakers move forward with a very good look to start the season. It doesn't mean that they're going to be a great team to start the year. It just means that they're coming back and these are the guys that they trust from last year because half those guys are gone now. And once again, LeBron's going to be running with about his 7th remix of a Laker team. And I've never seen a Laker really get that type of privilege. You know what I mean? Kobe had to run with a lot of scrubs. LeBron doesn't have to deal with all that. Magic made all those guys really good, so he wasn't running with no scrubs. That's different. He was running with some real ballers. That's the whole thing. Kobe was running with guys that they could afford. LeBron is running with guys that they can acquire through trading other players. You know what I mean? So it is what it is at the end of the day. The Lakers looking good, and we move forward, and it will be now. Let's talk about